Dr. Cormier, let's talk about bad backs. What is usually causing everyday lower back pain?
Oh, it's a big answer, right? There's so many things that can cause weaknesses. I just want you to think about it. There are moments where you're fine, right? You're doing everything you want to do. You're strong. You're working out. You're bending, twisting, doing everything you want to do, and you're fine. And all of a sudden, you go to pick up a remote or something simple. You lean forward to pick up one of your children, or you just throw a ball, and the next thing you know, your back is out. There's some sort of weakness that has occurred. There's always a stress and a reaction, and stress can come in different forms that can make some of the disconnects happen between your brain and cells in your back that cause weakness, that can cause things like this to happen.
Why are bad backs so common in office workers and people on laptops?
So again, we're not necessarily made to lean forward all day long and sit down. We're actually made to move around. I mean, that's what our bodies are intended to do. So just the actual movement and doing things creates such a better connection between your brain and all the parts of your body, especially your back and your legs and all the things that keep you solid and strong. But when you're not doing a whole bunch, at a desk and you're just typing, some of these areas really aren't active. The brain's not active, connected to them. Circulation is not very active, and you can get all sorts of weaknesses that lead to one thing. One thing leads to the next.
What is one fast tip to ease lower back discomfort?
Yeah. So when it comes to this, there's so many different things you can do when it comes to, and there's so many different causes. But you can take a lacrosse ball, and it's got a pad on the outside and it's got a hard inside, and you can put it around your rib cage on the backside in a chair. And you could find a spot. You don't want to roll it around all crazy. You just want to find a spot. And a lot of times, the lower rib cage, when you find a spot with that ball, you can hold that pressure. You'll feel the actual pain go down your back where it hurts. You're trying to actually mimic it. And oftentimes, it's coming from that lower rib cage on either side. You obviously don't want to break a rib when you're doing this, but it's something where you just apply that pressure, hold it there for 2-3 minutes sometimes, and you'll take it off, and you should be able to stand up and feel much better than what you were doing before.
Dr. Cormier, let's talk about bad necks. What causes neck stiffness and pain?
So much to talk about when it comes to neck problems nowadays. But we live in a world where we are leaning forward over cell phones, over computers, and our neck is not designed to do this all day. So, but there's weaknesses that are occurring, whether or not you're doing this or you're doing any other thing. It could be any other activities that you're doing physical wise. Could be emotional activities that are or emotional events that are happening, and also there's so much on the environmental side that can affect connections between your brain. Imagine just holding your head up, right? Me holding my own head up. There's brain is sending power to all these different areas around bones, muscles, skin, fascia around this area. And all it takes is a few power outages to cause problems.
Why is tech neck becoming so common today?
Again, like I mentioned, we, we love our technology, right? Don't take technology away from us, but it comes with side effects, and and all too often, like right now, we're sitting like this. If I was sitting hunched over, leaning on a computer, those cause all kinds of problems. Our bodies were not meant to be in that position anatomically. So when you're putting your body in these crazy positions, tech wise, you can cause all sorts of problems. It could also be where your computer is all over here to the side and you're turning your head either side, one way or the other. So many different problems can result just with the technologies we have.
What is a quick stretch or habit that helps?
Yeah, so one of the easiest things I try to teach people that, people typically are like this. And I'm going to exaggerate this, but where the arms are forward and the head's down, right? We want the reverse. We want your arms propped up. So where your palms are up, you bring your shoulder blades together in the back, and then you bend your head back. Now, if this hurts, don't do it, but you're doing literally the reverse of this. You're doing this. Okay. So you want palms up, shoulder blades back, head back, and then you breathe, and you'll feel a squeeze in the back. And it's such an easy exercise. but you're turning on the exact opposite nerves that are working, that are doing this. You're turning the exact opposite ones in order to strengthen those.
This is Mark. I experience regular low back pain and stiffness, especially after sitting for long periods. How can I reduce inflammation and improve mobility? Okay, so Mark, I'm not your doctor, but if I'm in this situation and got lower back pain, we got a ton of suggestions in our health secrets. So just go to our health secrets, right? In the health secrets, you'll see all kinds of ways that I have invented for my patients, myself even, for back pain. And it's just extraordinary. If you follow along with some of those, it's so amazing. Like, you'll find one of those, and listen, when you watch those videos, just be open to like the training for it. I might say one or two little words here or there that you watch back, and you're like, oh wow, that's the way to do it. But so often with pressure, my back used to be awful, and it's better now at 53 than it probably was when I was 17. But I had to overcome a lot, right? So my dad had his first back surgery when he was like 19. So, I mean, I overcame so much that otherwise I would have had a life of misery. But and now that means my offspring are going to be better. Generations are going to be better because I made these things better. But a lot of what you'll read in the health secrets can help with that. So also using frequency devices. Remember, the Rhythm has all kinds of settings for joints and all types of pain that you can try. Any of those settings that help are really good.
If you feel like you have family members or friends that have these types of conditions that could benefit from this particular technology, then all you need to do is become a Bodychargers member or tell them about Bodychargers. Remember, it's our community that I created to help people at home with the best technologies in the world to be able to help you to self-heal your body at home and maximize your self-healing. So go to Bodychargers, become a member. That's the easiest way to get this done. And we look forward to serving you and your family. Also, if you want a higher level of care, we have the Nerve Health Institute you can always come to. That's our clinic where we have higher level services here to be able to help you.